Back with more, and Christian Kyrou has been selected to go to the AHL All-Star Classic. So, Christian, congratulations, and how does it feel to hear the words, Christian Kyrou, AHL All-Star?
Definitely an honor. Just thankful for my teammates, everybody helped me along, and I'm glad to be representing the team.
How did you find out? It must have been a little bit of a surprise. Maybe you didn't know that this was coming.
Yeah, just on an off day, Alan called me, let me know, Bark's in the NHL, so he won't be able to make it, and called me up, said I have the chance to go, so pretty fired up.
This is a neat little family tie as well, because Jordan had played in the AHL All-Star Classic, your older brother. Were you maybe about 15 or so, probably? I don't even know if you watched him on TV when he was doing that, but what are your memories of your older brother playing in the All-Star?
Yeah, definitely remember that. I think he was competing in the fastest skater, but
right.
No, yeah, it's
Were
nice.
You watching on TV?
Yeah, for sure. As a kid, but couldn't make it. But yeah, as a kid, I was watching on TV.
Sure. You've talked with your brother since then. What did he have to say?
Yeah, he's pretty happy for me. It's been a roller coaster of a couple of years, and I'm glad I pushed through this year, and I'm glad to be representing.
For you and this season and the fresh start coming to a new team with a trade, it feels like we're really tapping into your potential now this season. Is that kind of how you feel this year has gone for you with your new team?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely fresh start. It feels nice. Just kind of let the stress away a little bit when I came here, and I just focus on playing my game. The coaches here trust me. My teammates trust me here, so that made it very easy as well. But yeah, I try not to think about it too much. Just come out, play my game. I have a couple years under my belt in the AHL now, so yeah, feel good.
It's good to have that trust of the coaches, and we were just talking with John Snowden about you. And mistakes are going to happen in hockey. They happen all the time. But if you're not going to get beat up over it because you're trying to make big plays, there's a risk and reward that goes along with this. Sometimes when you hit, it's going to be a huge home run play. And you've got the trust, and the coaches have your back on all of this, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and that really helps you out.
Yeah, for sure. Snowy's been great. We have personal conversations, and he's honest with me, and we have a great relationship. So I'm grateful for that.
I was talking actually after the Springfield game, and he said that he thought you were hanging on to the puck a little long, like you're looking for plays, but he wants you to get rid of the puck a little bit faster. And I said, okay, I thought Christian looked okay out there. That very night, you get 3 points, you get a goal and 2 assists. The night after that, was that kind of in the back of your mind, that conversation with Snowy about, hey, let's just move it along, you don't have to hang on to it quite as long?
Yeah, just, again, him being honest, and, I trust him, so I'm going to listen to him. He's my coach, and, when a coach, gives you, is not so tight on you and, trusts your skill level, I go out and execute.
For you at the All-Star, do you know what skills competition you're going to be in? You mentioned that Jordan had done the fastest skater.
Yeah, fill out my survey, but I guess we'll see.
Oh, okay, so they ask you, like, what are you most interested in?
Yeah,
okay,
for sure. Cool. I think they decide, but...
It's kind of a fun opportunity. I mean, you haven't been there yet, but when you get out there, you're going to be teammates with some of these guys that you've been butting heads with all season long, guys with the Penguins and Hershey and all of that. But then you end up on the same team with them, and you get a little bonding, I guess, with those guys somewhat.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely going to be a lot of skill there. So it's going to get to know some of the guys, and I think I know a couple guys. Husey from Texas, and a couple of the other guys. But it's going to be good to know different guys around the league.